another Transformers review. Yeah, we're back. Yeah. And finally, we have the Studio Series Optimus Prime Gamer Edition. This is from the Transformers Cybertron, War for Cybertron video game. I had this thing a little way back, just didn't really have the time to transform it or review it, but we got a really nice box right here. We got the robot mode Optimus Prime. We have the very unique looking vehicle mode. Looks like an armored, soapbox. And then you got this thing right here that opens. This is pretty cool because in the previous version of this, that didn't really open. So it's just a shame that I don't have the old deluxe with me because it's still stuck in my old place where my collection is at. You also have this little backdrop that you could use, but enough of that. Let's get this thing opened. Just try to mangle that box right there. Yeah, get rid of that. There we go. And let's oh, it fell. Just throw that stuff around. So I guess we have the usual manual. Nothing to write home about that. Nothing special. You have this though. This is pretty cool. So I'm gonna keep these things. So I usually throw the boxes away, but these little backdrops, I keep them. They're pretty cool. Ooh, they have more of these now. So I just noticed Hasbro has been doing that. They have these little paper thingies that they use to keep the accessories. You tell me that's a lot of wasted paper right there. So what do we have? I'm gonna throw these things away. So much paper! Throw that. So we got the head of the axe, the Energon axe. I guess it opens like that. And we could pop it like that. So that's a pretty cool Energon axe. Let's get that out of the way. And of course, we have these things right here. This is the rifle, or the ion blaster. So you could, so you can make it longer, I guess. That's a pole arm right there. That's not even an axe anymore. That's like a pole arm. So we're gonna put that aside. We got this thing right here. He looks, he at a glance he looks small because of the head and the chunkiness of the body. He's a big-bodied bot with a very small head, but I think he's just okay. I think he's just really Voyager size. So we're gonna get rid of this thing right here. Look at that. So much trash around. Ugh. Made a mess. Okay, so let's focus. Oh, there it's. Oh wow. Yeah. He is. I don't know. It's like he's light to the touch. He has a very light feel. I mean, it's not. It doesn't bear enough weight, I guess. But that's just me. So articulation-wise, we got the usual articulation from a modern Transformer. We got some really nice articulation right here. We even have wrist swivels. Do we have? Can't open the fist. Okay, so we have some rotation on the waist. Can we do the splits? Yep, we could do the splits like so. Do we have a way for us to... Well, there's so much back kibble going on that I guess it's a little difficult to what do you call this, put the legs all the way to the back, but I don't think that's necessary. I mean, some people would want that for added articulation. You can go as much as this right there with the foot. There is a knee joint. You could most likely have a really good posing, superhero poses right there. Though there is some thigh swivel right there, I just really don't like that. There's a big hollow section right there, and I think that's one of the things that's been popping up. They have third-party accessories and things that would come up as gap fillers for this figure. You have, of course, the usual ankle tilts. So articulation-wise, this is pretty cool. Yeah, he's very posable. So let's try to give him his axe. That's a very big axe right there. So I guess you could put this here. So he's like that. There you go. It's pretty cool. But again, it has that, I don't know, it feels... Whew. A lot of people are celebrating this and saying it's like all praises to this. But right now, it feels cheap to me. I don't know. It just feels cheap. I got this for around 2,000 pesos. But I think it's even pricier than that. I mean, I just got this from Facebook. It's a bargain deal from somebody. I'm sorry if I forgot who you are. I planned to mention you, but it's been a while. I forgot where I bought this, but it's a dude, and he sold it to me. So there. It feels really, really weird right there. It's okay, but at the same time it feels cheap. So how do you hold this? There's no peg. So oh, there you go. So I guess it comes. Does it come off of the other? No, it's just that. Oh, so that is something. So you can remove this thing, and apparently you could just push this, put this thing here. Is that how you do it? That's kind of weird. It reminds me of that episode from Gundam Wing where Showa lent Hero the heavy arms, and then Hero removed the whole assembly for the arm and then just placed the saber right there. So it kind of reminds me of that moment where you had that. So I guess this is like this now, like that. That is weird. But I guess that's how it goes in the video game. So you have like a rocket punch action now, and with Optimus like rocket punch, or like if you love Gao Gaigar like I do, like you get the broken Magnum. There you go. It's pretty cool, but again, it feels cheap. I don't know why, but the plastic feels really, really cheap. Why is it like that? There are, oh wow, look at that. There are even sprue marks. And again, mind you, this came from Hasbro. Color wise, he's pretty okay. Here you go. You can open the chest. There's a matrix. Can you remove them? You can remove the matrix. That is pretty cool. I like that part, but again, feels really cheap. These things, I'm not digging that. I know that this is exactly how it looked like in the video game, but they could have made it yellow. I'm just like liberty of making things a little more different. But again, this is the Studio Series, so it should be accurate. Let's take a look at the face. Let's take a gander at that face right there. The face looks awesome. I like the head sculpt. Let's try to focus on that. Why is my camera not focusing? Focus, camera. Focus. Come on. You can do it. Focus. Focus. There you go. And yeah, I like the eyes on this thing. Really pops right there. You can rotate it, although the antenna does not move. There you go. Like the wheels are chrome, reminiscent to the old Takara style of wheels that you get from really premium looking figures from Takara. But this one, again, even though with that added detail, it really feels cheap. I am just, you know, the whole excitement just kind of dwindled and faded as I tried playing around with it. It is has that very cheap plastic feel. That is just a disappointment. So let's have a very quick size comparison. Let's grab some Transformers. We have our favorite Transformer to have a size comparison with. We got Gigawatt right there. Deluxe class, Voyager class. Let's have another Voyager class handy. Who do we have handy as a Voyager class? We got Siege. Let's try to get rid of Gigawatt. Gigawatt, get out of there, man. Come on. So let's put some other Optimus Primes out here. So here is Siege Optimus Prime. And surprisingly, okay, they are almost the same size. It's just really smaller because its head is smaller. But yeah, it's Voyager size. It's just a little smaller. Here's another one that I've been itching to review, but I just really don't have the time. I just got the old version of this when I went to the old house to grab some stuff. But here is deluxe, or not deluxe, the Voyager class. Well, the Voyager class version is because it's the cab. So we have the EVO, Armada EVO, Legacy Armada, Evolution, Optimus Prime, the cab mode, that is. This is just the regular Prime mode. It's not the super mode yet. So if you look at that, if you look at them together, they look, you know, okay. But you see right away how small this figure is compared to the other Voyager class figures that we have. So we're gonna put these guys down the back, and I really still think that this is the epitome of Voyager beauty. So we have no other than the one and only awesome Classics Optimus Prime. So this is the Voyager Classics Optimus Prime, and the first thing that pops in my head when somebody says Classics, or sorry, Voyager class, this is it. This is the Voyager class for me. This is just really my favorite Voyager class Optimus Prime right there. So if you take a look at them, take a gander at them, he is the runt of the litter. He is just puny in size. That is just a sad thing right there. Look at that. Take a gander at that. So we're going to take a quick pause. We're going to transform this little dude right here into his Cybertronian vehicle mode. We'll be right back with our Transformers War for Cybertron Studio Series Gamer Edition Optimus Prime. And let's transform this fella right here. So I can't remember the deluxe class transformation anymore, but I know when I tried transforming him, it didn't really look anything like this, or it wasn't like the transformation at all. So what I like to do is like just really snap these two together, because it came in the box, it was already snapped together like so. So I just did that, and then you can just open these, just pull them apart, and it would expose these sections right there. And as you expose that and it makes it wide, it frees this back panel right here, which pretty much is the hood of the vehicle. So if you pull that out, you can then rotate it like so, and then as you rotate that, you can then, this is what I am not super fond of, and I'm not very happy about. This whole section right here feels so cheap. It's like bad plastic. It's like Taikong Zan's plastic. That's how it is. It's like Yakult. If you drink Yakult, the plastic bottle, that's how it is. It's super cheap feeling. So as you what do you call this, pull that out, you can then position these shoulders like that, and then as you do that, you can then bend this here. And then I was trying to bend it. I did not know that you have to hear that snap or that click. And then you can rest the head on that gray part, and then you can bring this down. And as you bring that down, just put these side panels right there, and then just make sure that this whole bumper is below the red part, and then you can then close it, and now you have the hood of the vehicle. You're almost there. So as you do that, since you have this thing like this, rotate this and then just bring this up, and then this is the weird part. This is something that I was prepared for. And this is what I hate when I do that. This thing comes loose. It's absolutely loose. So as you do that, you want to make sure that you position this whole arm section like so. Let me just try to do it right here. Come on. You gotta do it like so. And then just, you have to, this is the weird, I am not a big fan of this engineering right here. You gotta snap that two together. And pretty much that's it. Oh man, that is just loose. Very cheap. There you go. And oops, I think it's the other way around. You gotta rotate this. Sorry about that. You gotta rotate that, and then there you go. And then bring the, so it should be something like this, that this is exposed. This hollow. Look at how hollow that is. And a lot of people are praising this like it's super amazing. Look at that. That's hollow. That's not cool. As you have that now, you can then just bring this section, and as you bring that, you want to, don't forget, you want to open this. There are some panels right here. You can just really open that, and then just hear them click. And then you got to go back here, pull these sections up. That's going to be like the hood, or like the roof part, and then just bring the toes up right there. As you bring that, you can then put these two pegs in those two holes right there, and that should snap in like so. And again, who designed this? That is just exposed. If I am not mistaken, I still clearly remember my old deluxe one. This is covered, and there are like two pink tail lights, and this is just like, look at my fist. I'm exposing my fists. So what you want to do now is just bring these smokestacks in that angle right there, bring the hood, and then just collapse and close these side panels. Try to close that right there. You're gonna hear that snap. There you go. And bada bing, bada boom. You got a Cybertronian vehicle that looks like because here in the Philippines we have like little soap containers where you can just open it and there's a bar of soap inside. It looks like that. My wife has something just like that. So it is just weird. There you go. It's not my most favorite design out there. I still love the not the IDW, but the Dreamwave. The Dreamwave Optimus Prime, Cybertronian Optimus Prime, still is the best for me. But this is not that bad. I bought the deluxe version of this and I found it cool, but this one, yeah, it's not amazing. It feels cheap, it feels hollow, it feels light. I don't know what's all the craze about while people are saying that this is really amazing. I just don't know. It rolls. That's pretty cool. There you go. That's something to celebrate. Let's try to compare that. We got the Earthrise Optimus, and then of course my favorite, this is the classics, this is the Hasbro version. The one we saw earlier was the Takara version. So yeah, pretty small. The Earthrise is the smallest one, and of course you have these things right here. Let's try to take a look at that. They look okay. I wouldn't say fantastic. It would have been nice. You know what could have been awesome? They could have given this a trailer, kind of like that third party. I forgot the name of that, but it's the something Grant. It had the trailer, and that was pretty cool. So if you have like a third party company out there who comes up with a trailer for this, I'd be all over that. So you see those little pegs, holes right there? You could use that for the trailer. Another thing is that you could use these holes that I'm talking about to hold the blaster like that. Yeah, it works, but yeah, it's still not amazing. And then you got these things right here. So earlier you had this like it's like a pole arm. It's like a huge battle axe, but now you could spread it like a double-headed axe from Astaroth and from Soul Calibur, and then you could then remove it, and then you could just have it be placed here. So it's kind of like a solar fin, if I'm not, you know, like that. Something that generates solar energy, I'm not sure. And then you could put these together, and then you could just really have that like that, like another additional cannon or whatsoever. It would have been nice if there was another peg over here, so you could put that at, you know, here. And that would have been a cool smokestack, like 4 smokestacks. That would have been awesome. That would have been really awesome. I don't really care about this anymore. Or maybe they could have really angled it. Both could be angled and it could look like a spoiler. But yeah, they're not really that imaginative there at Hasbro right now. And of course that didn't really come along with the whole game version of this thing. So they're trying to recreate it in the most game accurate form ever. But again, it's the playability factor that I'm trying to go after right here. So you could do this, I guess. Like it becomes a tank, something like that. But yeah, whatever floats your boat. There you go. So I think out of the 2 modes, this is compact and it gives you more weight now. I love the wheels, I love the color, but the bot mode is still okay, even though that it is cheap feeling. So we're going to take our final pause, have our final say. Folks, we're back, with our final take on our Transformers War for Cybertron Gamer Edition Studio Series Optimus Prime. So this is his robot mode once again. As we draw this review to a close, let's just have one more final there we go, one more final size comparison. So I took out some of the Cybertronian based vehicles that I only have here with me, and it's just really sad that I don't have the deluxe class version with me right now. And if I'm not, maybe I'm having some vague memories, maybe I have a fever dream, but I knew I had a Voyager class KO version of the deluxe class like this. I mean, it was bigger. It was better. I'll try to go ahead and look for it. I'll try to review that, which reminds me I have never reviewed that figure, but I think it's leaps and bounds better than this one. So there you go. And if you notice, this is supposed to be Voyager, but these deluxe classes are almost the same size as this fella right here. So that is just absolutely sad. Another thing is that here is, well, I forgot if he's tagged as Voyager or Leader. I just forgot now. But here you go, there's Blaster. And Blaster is absolutely taller than this Optimus Prime. And let's put Hot Rod just for good measure right there. There you go. So, they look fantastic together. They look awesome if you put this Optimus Prime together with some other figures. I'll say, looks amazing. I like the look. I like that head sculpt right there. That the detail is just really amazing. I mean, I am happy about the whole design of the face. You know, it's very modern. You have the articulations of it. What sucks about it, what I don't like about it, is that it's super cheap looking. The plastic feels light. It's so hollow. It's not quality. There are 1, 2, I can't count. I have more. 3, 4, so many sprue marks. This is like something of a KO company would have made. And I've seen KO companies make better and cleaner looks than this. So what is happening with Hasbro right now? The quality is just diminishing. And to think that this is an expensive figure, and I got it for a pretty good deal, and I'm happy that I got it for that deal. I didn't pay for the whole price, for the whole brand new price, or what do you call this, store price, that is. Because look at that. See, there's another sprue mark right there. There's another one right there. So it's just the quality is deteriorating. Oh my goodness, it's now falling apart. Come on, stand up. There we go. So this thing right here, this thing is okay in bot mode. The vehicle mode is not really something that I would also want to have it in. I would only suggest and recommend this to anyone who's a big fan of the video game and a big fan of Optimus Prime. But other than that, I don't think you'll be missing too much if you don't really grab this figure. So all in all, out of 10, I would rate this as a 6. It's a very sad 6. Design wise, great. The look is great. The feel is not cool. It's light, cheap looking, so much flaws in the plastic, so many gaps, so many hollow sections. So that is it for us, folks. Now, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This is pretty much all the time that we have right now. We have a lot of other Transformers reviews coming in the pipeline, so stay tuned for that. If you're liking all the videos and you're digging the channel, go ahead and click that like button, click on the bell notification, and we thank you again for subscribing, and we thank you for supporting this very small channel right here. So that's pretty much it. That's all the time that we have right now. Remember, folks, till all are one, peace out, rock and roll.